CTS joining us for the session, and he is going to talk on this deep learning implementation using TensorFlow with us. I request Neelan sir to introduce the case.
Very good afternoon, all to all. Here I am, I stand for the introducing our esteemed guest, Dr. T. Rusho sir. Sir completed his ME Computer Science in Crescent Engineering College and he awarded PhD degree from CEG Anna University from Computer Science. Sir worked in Project Associate in IIT Madras from 2008 to 2011. He worked in 2015 to 19, Assistant Professor, SG at Savita University, and Sir worked in Wipro as a consultant, Associate Consultant. His biggest contribution, he worked in IIT Madras. He has developed a multiple video conferencing tools using Java for a smart and secure environment. His research consortium funded by National Technical Research Organization, Government of India. It is used to connect all the professors, researchers, scholars, students among the 8 institutions across Tamil Nadu: IIT Madras, NIT Tiruchirappalli, CEG Anna University, Pondicherry University, PSG College of Technology, Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai, Kamaraj University, and Algappa University. He developed a prototype design for the National Knowledge Network project using Java applet. It is used to connect all the knowledge institutions across India. During his tenure, he visited Singapore, presenting a paper like POACT, Network Coding Multicast in Application Layer. He also published so many papers, international papers with IoT, cloud computing, 5G networks. He worked on the Springboards, Java, JSP, and so many softwares, MySQL, MonGIT, version control, and Maven. So with these things, I want to welcome you, sir. Please, we want to hear you. Thank you.
I request Rhonda to present.
Screen.
Neelan sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic is deep learning implementation using TensorFlow. First of all, I would like to thank management, faculty members, especially Gulada Madam, always inviting me for any kind of event. Thank you, Madam. So before we move on to topic, I'm just reading my poem. Writing program is our job, checking condition is our goal, testing code is our primary, making platform is our profession, gaining memory is our practice, showing demonstration of time, chatting with program is our hobby, speaking with logic is our passion, playing with for loop is our need, optimization is our objective, living as a programmer. So from these two slides should be motivates to do programs. So I'm saying everyone without having laptop you are sitting here.
Since your sessions are that side close.
Okay. So I prefer systems because when you write even one statement that is benefit for you for writing the programs. So here I'm just telling you to implement deep learning using TensorFlow. Okay. Almost everyone knows about the Python programming language. It's one of the libraries. Okay. Same Python syntax language. So TensorFlow is a library in Python. Using that, you can implement your deep learning, machine learning related projects. Okay. So anyway, you are all very much know about artificial intelligence. Once again, I am just touching the basics. A is a branch of computer science named artificial intelligence.
It used to pursue creating the computers or machines as intelligent as human beings. So it's around started 1956, the term artificial intelligence was introduced, and first artificial intelligence conference was held 1956. Later, 1969, the first general purpose mobile robot was built. Now he can do things with a purpose rather than just list of instructions. 1997, supercomputers was designed and it defeated the world champion chess players in the match. 2002, the first commercially successful robotics vacuum cleaner was created. 2022 to current 2023, we have speech recognition, robotics process automations, dancing robot, smart homes, and other innovations make their debut. So, three types of artificial intelligence: machine learning, deep learning. Computers that can imitate human intellect or behavior, that is called as the artificial intelligence. Statistical algorithm that enables AI implementation through data is called as the machine learning. Subset of machine learning which allows neural networking is called as the deep learning. So we are touching all these three: artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Again, artificial intelligence has lots of branches: deep learning, natural language processing, machine learning, neural networks, computer vision. You know about machine learning, there are several branches: supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement learning, and semi-supervised learning. Applications of artificial intelligence: healthcare, business, intelligence business, education, autonomous vehicle, social media, intelligence for better world, tourism, etc. AI used for neural networks, planning, robotics, machine learning, natural language processing, perception, knowledge, cognitive systems. Lots of features in AI: facial recognition, data ingestion, quantum computing, deep learning, automate tasks, cloud computing, chatbots. Again, it used for digital marketing, robotics, cybersecurity, defense, chatbots, healthcare, defense, and transportations. So tools you just know very very important. TensorFlow is used for AI platforms. PyTorch is used for machine learning libraries. Keras used for deep learning, and OpenCV is used for AI mobile. SimpleCV is used for NLP, audio, video, text. So these are the software currently they are using. Still softwares are there, but in the student's point of view, it's all easy. Now coming to machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. From this diagram itself, you know, it's a subset of artificial intelligence. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Deep learning uses neural networks to simulate human-like decision making. Machine learning is a field of study in artificial intelligence concerned with the development and study of statistical algorithms that can effectively generalize and thus perform tasks without explicit instructions. Recently, generative artificial neural networks have been able to surpass many previous approaches in performance. Machine learning approaches have been applied to large language models, computer vision, speech recognition, email filtering, agriculture, and machines, where it is too costly to develop algorithms to perform the needed task. So we are bringing the machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. So we'll study what is deep learning. Before studying deep learning, we must know what are the difficulties, what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what are the drawbacks in AI as well as the machine learning. We'll see one by one. What is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? Limitations of machine learning. Deep learning, how we are rescued. What is deep learning? Deep learning applications. Why artificial intelligence? If a car exceeds the speed limit, then for a human to monitor and note down all the numbers, it's not possible. So, in order to solve, we can use a machine to capture the number plate picture and convert into text format. So, in place of in camera, we are giving the programs. Inside the memory, we are keeping the program, and from that we are capturing the images. So artificial intelligence is a capability of machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. AI is accomplished by studying how human brains thinks and how human learn, decide and work while trying to solve problems. So outcome of this study is used as a basics of developing intelligent software and systems. So again, lots of branches in artificial intelligence. Machine learning has deep learning, predictive analytics. NLP has translation, classification, clustering, information extraction. Speech has code division, speech to text, text to speech. Expert system comes under AI. Planning, scheduling, optimizations. Robotics, visions. It has two branches, image recognition, machine vision. So machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence that provides computer with the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So if I ask you to write programs, so every time we starts with hello world and addition of two numbers. Okay, so if I ask you to write two numbers, you will write a program a equal to 10, b equal to 20 and c equal to a plus b. This is simple addition program. Suppose I am asking you to add machine learning or deep learning here. What you will do? Can anyone tell me?
You have to capture the input from outside.
You have to write in the paper and capture that so that can be automatically fed as a program.
So the another type is capturing the input from the keyboard or mouse or some external sensors. So that is also one type of program. But machine learning or artificial intelligence means we are getting the input, that is okay. We have to concentrate on the different parameters. Okay. So what is the address of A, what is the address of B, and what is the address of C? What are the different data types we are using? So what computers is perform, the performance of computer, what is the performance of computers? If you give all those details, then we are deeply analyzing the systems. Okay. So we are looking more parameters for doing simple things. So in that mind, the problem statement is determining the species of flower. So a data set is given. This sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. And the species is Setosa. Okay, we have to find what type of flower the data sets will be given to the machine, and we have to train the model. We have to predict and finalize whether it is a flower or sunflower or rose or something. Okay, so for that, supervised learning is where you have input variable x. You know the definitions and all. Supervised is having everything, rows and columns, x variable, y variables are there, y values, x values are there. From that you are mapping the algorithm and you are generating the output. Okay, predicting the output or its accuracy. Okay. So this is the general flow. Training data will be given to the algorithm. So algorithm will be given to the model. Then model producing the test data. So from that we will get the accuracy of the results. Unsupervised learning is the training of model using information that is neither classified or labeled. So we don't have enough records, data, X and Y. We are preparing the data from the data sets. Okay. So the X value and Y value will be picked from the existing data. That this model can be used to cluster the input data in classes on the basis of their statistical properties. Okay, so we are segregating the data into several classification pattern. From that, we are predicting the output. Then next is reinforcement learning. By interacting with space or environment, for example, the reinforcement learning agent learns from the consequences of its actions rather than from being taught explicitly. By touching the fire and water, based on the temperature, it will tell this is the fire. In future, you should not touch this. So by touching the environment, it will say whether it is a fire or water. So that is the reinforcement learning.
Where do we apply the reinforcement learning?
We can apply in the smart systems like the sensor related projects. We can apply this reinforcement learning. So the sensors directly go and sense the environment. For example, the moisture, okay, how the temperature. So accordingly, it sends and tells that, okay, this is based on the temperature. It will say that this is the hot, this is the cool. Like that we can.
IoT network so that we can control the sensors and all. Why you need reinforcement learning? Yes, IoT so that we can connect the sensors and we pass the information to the nearby controller or any cloud or any server so that it takes information and rest of one will do.
Sensors is an input device. Okay, there is no program inside the sensors. So when we are deciding, when we are saying when you will take the decision, you should not touch by writing the program. So it sends and send the data to the server, get the data and send to the server. In the server, we are deciding, right, through program, we are deciding, okay, these are the data, we got it. We are just applying the algorithm or program, saying that, okay, from this temperature is higher than this, then you should not do that actions. So that is there, the program will be there in the server only. There we are instructing. So the sensor is an input device, that's it. So we are writing the program. That is what that program is called as the machine learning program. Is it? Are you getting the answer? Okay. Limitations of machine learning. So the limitations is, I don't know, many of you faculty members maybe tried different projects in different levels with the students. So right now maybe you use deep learning neural networks. So you face the problem when you handle the large number of inputs. Okay. So if you have large number of inputs and large number of outputs, then it's very difficult to handle it through machine learning model. Okay. For example, the image processing, video processing, image recognition systems. Nowadays, we have large number of inputs, lakhs and lakhs of images you have to process it. So machine learning, it's very difficult to handle the large number of inputs and it cannot be able to produce the large number of output. So that's why we are bringing the deep learning in the system. One of the biggest challenge with the traditional machine learning model is a process called feature extraction. For complex problems such as object recognition or handwriting recognition, is a huge challenge. Deep learning models are capable to focus on the right features by themselves, requiring little guidance from the programmer. These models also partially solve the dimensionality problem. The idea behind the deep learning is to build learning algorithms to mimic brain. So coming to this diagram, biological neuron. So I'm just telling about the neural networks, how the neural networks born, from where it derived. So it's a basically neuron, biological neuron. The structure of biological neuron has multiple dendrites will be there, one cell body, it has nucleus. With this base and multiple axons, it's output. With this base we are delivering, coming out one solution, call it as the neural networks. So multiple inputs and multiple weights there. We are just doing the summation in the processing. After that we are producing the final output. So based on the activation function, we can predict the output, whether it is, we can predict based on the images. Okay. So this is what the model happen in the neural networks. We'll implement later through program. So the collection of statistical machine learning techniques used to learn features hierarchy, often based on the neural networks. So neural networks means, or deep learning means, several hidden layers will be there. You cannot simply say biggest of two numbers. Okay. So if I ask you to find the biggest of two numbers, you cannot say simply this A is biggest and B is biggest. Okay. So in deep learning, so you have several combination of conditions. By applying several combination of conditions, then you can say this is biggest, this is smallest. Okay. Similarly, if you take any kind of problem, so for example face recognition system, so you should have these several layers. This is the first layer, second hidden layer, third hidden layer. By applying the different hidden layers, each and every hidden layer will get one output. By combination of output, we will derive the final output. So input layer is used for identifying particular feature. For example, the face, I am going to authenticate. First, the outer layer will be match the features. Okay. The second hidden layer will find out the features like eyes, nose, something. Third hidden layer will find out the pixel levels. Okay. So every hidden layers will focus on one features, and finally we are arriving the output. So this is an example, face detection system. So input layer is being formed. Hidden layer focus on face feature. Hidden layer 1 focus on face feature. Hidden layer 2 focus on complete face. And the final output layer will be formed. Through that we can predict the images. These are all applications again. So far we have learned why artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence, subset of artificial intelligence, machine learning to deep learning, what is deep learning applications. So again, in deep, as a human have seen so many dogs and cats, they can identify the difference between these two. But machines cannot be identify whether it is a dog or cat. So we are giving training data to the machine learning, and from there the feature extraction is being carried out. Then it is going to be applied to the mathematical model. So then the machine learning model will predict whether it is a cat or dog. So this is the flow. we use the deep learning. Deep learning skips the manual steps of extracting features. You can directly feed the image to the deep learning algorithm, which then predicts the objects. Again, you can skip, already we have seen about the biological neurons. This is also we have seen, sepal length, the problem we have seen. Suppose the data sets includes sepal length, sepal width, petal width. We have to identify the types of flowers. So the program we have to write, we have to classify, and then we have to identify the types of flowers. So by applying the perceptron learning algorithm, we can able to find out the flowers. Okay. So we have to prepare the mathematical model, machine learning model, x1 to xn and w1 to wn. Then it will be going to summations. Then activation functions will be triggered. So based on the activation functions, the object will be identified. So this is the flow of perceptron learning algorithm. Initialize the weights and threshold, provide the input and calculate the output. So update the weight using the formula wj of t plus 1, wj of t plus n into d minus y into x. By repeating step 2 and 3, we can fine tune the algorithm. So this is an example for identifying the errors. Okay. For example, while classifying, if you face any error in this object, you can clearly say that this is the data set, the given data sets. From there, if the output will be generated, during that output, we can get the errors. So by classifications error you will get. So error 1, error 2, error 0. At last we have to classify exactly without errors. So now coming to the tensor. So far we learned machine learning and artificial intelligence, deep learning. Now we'll study the tensor flow. Okay. So what is tensor? What is flow? Tensors are nothing but the matrix. Either it is the one-dimensional or two-dimensional or multi-dimensional. Flow is nothing but the computational graph. So tensors are matrix and flow is nothing but the computational graph. So before we'll write the sequence of programs by achieving one goal. But now in the graphical format we are writing the program. Okay. So in the TensorFlow we are writing the program as in the form of graph. Okay. So there are two things. First we have to build the graph, then we have to run the graph. By building the graph, it's similar to whatever new language we usually study. We'll compare with the existing program. We know the base program is C program or Java program, and with that we have to compare. So in Java we usually import java.io, something we will use. Here we are directly generating the object. Import TensorFlow as TF. TF is the object of TensorFlow class. We are generating the object in the first line itself. Wherever you want, you can use tf.constant. The tf.constant means is a method. Okay. So here in this program, what I am doing, I am assigning two values into the variable node 1 and node 2, and then printing. It's a simple program. So everyone, if you are having laptop or system, better to execute the program. Take your systems.
You can take your systems.
Yeah, you can use Colab, research Google Colab.
Shweta, just help them. have to use it.
browser and type Google Colab. So there is no need of any editor, Notepad, IDE, there is no need of IDE. You can directly go and type the program in Google Colab. Go to the Google and search Google Colab.
Sir,
You are getting.
shape.
So in this program, we are just assigning the value 3 to node 1, 4 to node 2, and then we are printing the values 3 and 4. So data types also we are going to mention inside the method tf.float.32. So this is a simple program.
What is the shape, sir, here?
Shape of.
Output.
You are getting?
Yeah, I got output as the TF.tensor 3.0, comma shape equal to open close bracket and calling shape here. One dimensional if we take array means we have a shape one dimensional here the node what is the shape?
Here we are not using any one dimension or two dimension. We just taking.
So between states and regarding principle it shows some basic user mouse. Previous slides. Or A. Yes, sir. Normally we are seeing in the matrix and we have a data. We put in here what that
See, that is very simple program. We are not using any dimensionality program.
okay.
If you take image that has two dimensional.
Okay. Generally okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we simply using the variable A, variable B. Okay. Addition of two numbers like that. We are not going and having dimensionality problem.
Okay.
So this is simple program. Later on we go with the one dimensional, two dimensional. I have a program. Yes. Okay. This is the two dimensional matrix.
Now we are seeing the node kind of thing in the decision tree. From the root node, then we have a leaf node, then we put them here. What is the purpose of the node structure here?
Yeah, here I'll tell you. The computation is where the computation is happening. The nodes are assigned, the values are assigned to the nodes.
Okay, very good.
And every intermediate node, the
Normally value assign like F, for example, I want to assign one value
But
to
is there is a value on that float?
yes.
if A equal to 5 value assigned to the variable. That's a general Python code. Here the tensor what's the meaning? A equal to TF dot
Okay, we
constant
have
of
to
5
create a object. We consider this as an object.
object.
When A வந்து ஒரு instance தான் நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்கோம். TF is the instance of TensorFlow. We can create data with data வந்து 5 ஆ எடுத்துருக்கோம். We can consider a separate object as A. Here A is the instance, another instance of TF.
TF tensor for instance. Okay.
simple variable.
Variable இல்லாம அது ஒரு
Okay, I got
object.
the
In
point.
Python we consider all as the object.
Okay.
Here A is a tensor object.
Nice.
I think everyone completed first program, right?
Yes.
We go with the second.
Actually evaluates the nodes, we must run the computational graph with the sessions. The session encapsulates the control and state of the TensorFlow runtime. So here tf.session is used to run the computational graph. Okay. So we have to create the session object, session equal to tf.session. Using that session, we have to run the computational graph. For example, the graph node 1 and node 2 are graph. To execute that graph, you need session object. Using the session object, session.run, you can execute the whole computational graph. So the same program, you add these two lines at the end and try to get the output. The same program, add these two lines. Otherwise, I will show you other program.
As a whole,
Once you completed first one, we'll go with the second program.
Multiplication of two numbers using the nodes, computational graph. Try the second program, this one, first program, multiplying two nodes. Use this line, use this line.
Okay, yes, sir, that's right.
This is tf.compact, this is the version problem.
Then the final computation will be happen, you will get the output. So if you want, you can refer this program.
All right. I'm also trying my side.
are getting 3 and 7. By adding 1 and 2, you will get 3. By adding 3 and 4, you will get 7.
மார்னிங் வந்து கீழே வரும் அது இருக்கு நான் டிவோர்ஸ் எடுத்து சொன்னால் சப்போர்ட்
Sir, every time we have to do this report, TensorFlow in every cell, because we are.
செகண்ட் டைம் எக்ஸிட் பண்ணுங்க 3 4
In every program you should have.
செகண்ட் டைம் எக்ஸிட் பண்ணுங்க
Since it's school lab, we have executed one plus actually it's not.
டிஃபால்ட் வேல்யூ உங்களுக்கு
Yeah,
என்ன வருது
like this is one terminal. It's like it's a terminal. Okay. So if you go the other terminal, it will you have to import again.
Second time that we have to back only.
செகண்ட் டைம் எக்ஸிட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நம்ம மார்க் வருமா
If I give more values in the placeholder part, you can the addition will be happen accordingly. You can give any number of values in the array A and you will get the output accordingly. Okay, I am going to another program. The same placeholder value. This is for matrix multiplication. Use the same program. Use the existing program. Just to change the body only. Okay, according to the problem, change the body. C equal to TF dot mat multiplication. By giving the array, you have to give in the bracket. This is for matrix multiplication. Same thing, the same the header we will use it for all the program till session. Here A equal to TF dot placeholder. We are providing the shape means the array, right? Dimensionality. Okay. 3 rows, 1 column. And B 1,3. C equal to matrix multiplication. TF dot mat mul. A, B. Try with bracket value without also you can try whether it's being executed or not. TF dot 32 is it mandatory? Not mandatory. Shape also not mandatory. Maybe you try.
எடுத்துட்டு இதோட டூ இன்ட்டு 3 to 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 1 into 3.
What is matrix multiplication?
Matrix multiplication function.
One graph matrix multiplication வந்து column check பண்ணுவோம். அது ரெஃபர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஆமாம் 3 பண்ணுவோம்னா 3 rows 1 column. ஒரே ஒரு row 3 column இருக்கும். அது நீங்கள் கொடுக்கலாம் ஒன்றுமே இல்லைன்னா டேட்டா ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லைன்னா இது வந்து பேசிக்ஸ் இதை வச்சு நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம் நம்ம அடுத்தடுத்து மாடல்ஸ் ரீட்ரைனிங் மாடல்ஸ்லாம் வந்து டென்சார் கோட் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் வெரி ஃபண்டமெண்டல்ஸ் வந்து அதுக்கு அடுத்து நம்ம மாடலுக்கு ரொம்ப
I am drawing in my side.
திடீர்னு எடுத்து பிளேஸ் ஹோல்டர்லாம் நம்ம வந்து ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் கூட அவங்க ஒன்றுமே தெரியாது செஷன் இந்த டேட்டா பின்னாடி டேட்டா கொடுத்துக்கலாம்
There is no difference between Python.
Yes, sir, the TensorFlow, sir.
Is feature one of the framework. Python la NumPy, Keras நிறைய framework மாதிரி இது ஒரு
நம்ம டேட்டா க்ளீன்
use for deep learning.
பின்னாடி அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனில் பிரிண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு டேட்டா கொடுத்துருக்கோம் அதுக்காக தான்
நீங்க autonomous body தானே சார் ராஜீவ் காந்தி நீங்க இதெல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க சிலபஸ்ல ஓகே சார்
Deep learning part இருக்குல்ல, we have a lab TensorFlow program.
இது யாருக்கு தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு யாருக்கு தெரியாது
Yeah, அதெல்லாம் அதெல்லாம் கேட்குறேன். எப்படின்னா ஒரு வேற பர்சனாக இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்றது.
யாரா இதெல்லாம் பண்ணுவாங்க யாரா
சரி நிறைய பேர் நாங்கள் பார்த்தா நாங்கள் எல்லாம் நம்ம சேர்க்கலாம்
வாங்க பாப்பி நான் கூட நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக் கண்டிப்பாக சரி அப்போ அப்போ நம்ம
Got output everyone? Okay. Similarly, you try matrix addition. It's not required, but anyway you can learn what are the functions they have used. Here they have used tf.global variable initializer.
Here actually it seems very complex in TensorFlow. In Python, NumPy or Pandas is very simple one for create a matrix, multiply the matrix, concatenate the matrix, create a data frame. It's a very simple code, but
there are some features to be added. See here in the node, you don't need to give the value. You can directly initialize the values with 0, 2-dimensional matrix. Using tf.0, automatically zeros will be assigned in the node 1 node. And similarly, in this, you can assign the values once, and then you can add it and you can display. So don't try this program because we don't have time. Just learn what the function use, what is the use of the function or methods. Okay. So dot zeros is used to initialize the 0. Dot ones is used to initialize the 1. Okay, this is matrix addition. If you want, I'll share you the programs at last. Okay. Now coming to the image. Okay. How do you fetch the image from the system or from the internet? Okay. So the image img equal to, here in this example we are creating the image using the matrix. So image equal to 255 RGB colors, 255. So R is 255, green is 0, B is blue is 0. Similarly, I am creating 3 columns, 0 to 3-dimensional matrix. So then I am displaying the image. So to display the image, you can use ing. Okay. Then ing equal to tf dot convert into tensor image. I am converting into the tensor image. Then I am displaying here. This is for showing the image in the pictorial representation. So here I am using plt.im show image. I am giving the axis off. Then I am showing. I am just executing this program. If you want, you can execute in your side. Otherwise, we will move. So here I have used local directory structure C:. I have given my local structure drive. The method different modern JPG. Yeah. So see here. Now you may understand what is the purpose of this this page. Okay. So the Google is providing this page as a desktop. Okay. So earlier 20-30 years back we used the mainframe systems. Only one terminal. We don't have the CPU. Okay. Only one CPU will be there. Multiple terminals will be there. And when you type the program, all will be executed in one terminal. Similar kind of approach is being provided by Google. So this is only one terminal. Okay. So in terminal you are executing the program. So all the program will go and fetch from the original CPU. CPU is there in somewhere. Okay. So here I am giving C:user so and so. It is not going to be fetched because this program should be executed in my local system. It should not be executed in this terminal. Okay. So if you have Python, you can execute this program in your local. To execute this kind of program in this terminal, we have to give this proper this directory structure. Okay. So for that I have one program.
In the Google Colab, we can upload the file, no sir, like CSV file. Like that.
Yeah. I'll tell you. One by one we will go. Here I am getting the image from the internet. I am loading, and from there I am processing and displaying the image. Okay. So this program is used to load the image from the data set, whatever the website is providing. From there I am downloading all the images. Then I am displaying based on our condition. I am displaying the images. Okay. See, the data sets will be downloaded from the internet. You just try in this program, because if you try, then you will get some understanding. So whenever you execute this program, in the left side, the directory structure is there. You will, the data sets will be loaded in this data directory. Okay. But I have seen, but it will not be loaded. But internally it will be loaded. So if you see the data structure, okay, you do some research over there. Execute this program. I'll just explain this program. Here we are using auth lib import PAL. So this is the class is used to this matrix is being converted into image. Using this matplotlib, we are converting the matrix into image. This is one example. The another example, the same thing. We are providing different dimensions here, and then we are converting into the image. Just refer that code, whatever I have shared. Okay, you are getting this output. This is also we have tried. Writing data sets also tried. So till now we have seen the image related things. Now we will move on to the mathematical model, okay, linear model. So how the perceptron algorithm works. See here, what we have seen in the PPT, we have set of inputs, weights will be multiplied with the set of inputs, and the activation functions will be triggered. So same thing we are implementing here. So weights is being assigned through the TF dot variable. B is we will add B with the W into X. So X is the number of inputs, X equal to placeholder TF dot variable. Okay. So linear model equal to W into X plus B, where the summation is happened. Then init equal to TF dot global initializer, variable initializer. Session equal to TF dot session dot run init. Okay. So this is the program to implement the perceptron learning algorithm. I will just share the program already shared in this sheet. Take that program, execute in your program. Don't type it again. Just execute your program in your side and tell me.
So the program what you just shared, sir, they are not able to open it. So we need to download and create a thing.
Already I have shared one help note.
That I've already given them, sir. The other one, share your copy.
Yeah, I will send it again, the same file. Okay, so try this program. Already Golda madam shared the one file, help file. In that file, there is a program. This program is used to implement the linear model or perceptron learning algorithm. Okay, so this is the sample program. Try to execute on your side and tell me.
ಇಲ್ಲ அது ஒரு கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸ் மாதிரி தான் மேம் காட்டுது லிங்க்
டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி கோலாப்ல போட்டுட்டு அப்லோட் பண்ண முடியுதா?
மேம் அதை எக்ஸ்க்யூட் பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம் எனக்கு
அன்கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த ஃபைல ரீமூவ்
ஆர்ஜிபி கோட் ப்ரோக்ராம் மூணு எங்கேயும் பார்த்த மாதிரி இருக்கு.
அது கீழே
Hold on, madam. I just shared the updated program. Forward to your phone. Try image
கொலாப்ல ஆக்சுவலி அந்த ஃபைல் வந்து மேமோட லொகேஷன் அந்த ஃபைல்
நீங்கள் கொடுத்து ஃபீஸ்
ஃபைலை நம்ம உள்ள லோட் பண்ணிட்டு இல்லைன்னா நம்ம வச்சுருக்க லொகேஷன் அதை கொடுத்து எக்ஸிக்யூட் அந்த லொகேஷன் அப்படியே அதுக்கு நம்ம
சிஎஸ்வி ஃபைல் இருந்தால் அப்படியே
இந்த ஃபோல்டர் ஃபோல்டர்
அதெல்லாம் போட
அந்த ஃபோல்டர் இதை கிளிக் பண்ணி அந்த ஃபைல்ல இந்த ஃபோல்டருக்கு லோக்கலாக அப்லோட் பண்ணுறேன் அந்த லொகேஷன் வந்து நீங்கள் மேமோட லொகேஷன் கட் பண்ணி வெறும் ஃபைலை மட்டும் நீங்க உங்க
என்ன நீங்கள் மிஷின்
இல்ல மேம் இதெல்லாம் எம்டியா தான் மேம் கோட்ல எம்டியா தான் இருக்கு
கோலாப்ல ஏத்திட்டோம்னால அதை எடுத்துக்கோம் அப்படிதான்
இந்த மாதிரி மிஷின் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் உங்கள் சிஸ்டமில் எரர் இருந்துச்சுன்னா இந்த மாதிரி கோலாப் டேட்டா செட் வந்து எப்படியும் நீங்கள் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணுவீங்க அந்த யூஆரில் வந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமில் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க நீங்கள் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் யூஸ் பண்ணுறீங்க நான் ஒரு ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் ப்ரோக்ராம் டேட்டா செட்
ஜிமெயில் போட்டாங்க
அதில் அந்த ஜிப்பை கொடுத்துட்டு அது நான் வைக்கிறேன்
இந்த நீங்க இதெல்லாம் புரியலீங்க
வேறு வழி சாதாரண சிஸ்டமில் இப்போ பாதி அசம்ஷன் வேறு அசம்ஷன் சில டைமில் கொண்டு கேட்பாங்க ஃபாஸ்டான வேலைகள் அப்படிதான் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம் இதே லேபருக்கு text
genomic data. Text-based.
Okay, once you complete,
short.
Shall go for short break, ma? Please be back by 3:50.
after linear model optimizing function, this graph will be generated. So the sample program is already shared with you. You can execute and check whether the program is executed, and based on the output, you can match, understand this. I am also trying my side. Execute this program. If you have any doubts, just tell me.
Are you able to match with this program? What they are doing?
Okay, last 10 minutes, we'll conclude the session by taking this scenario, any of these project, and we'll conclude. Okay. For example, the face detection, take any problem. So the input image will be given. In the database, you have data sets that will be trained already. So when you give the input, it should be checked with the data sets. Okay, that is what we call it as the detection, face detection. For face detection, you have face extractions. There are classification extractions are there. Then finally, a face recognition will be there. Okay, so this is the flow chart actually. The image source will be given to the face detection and normalization module, and then the output will be given to feature extraction and matching. The one output will be given to the training data, feature from training data set, and then it will be given to the classification modeling. The other output will be given to the testing module. Okay, so the classification module and testing module will be matched. Final, the output will be the recognize the face and generated the face ID. So this is the flow chart for helping the face authentication. Okay. So similarly, you can take any scenario and you can implement the any kind of projects, okay, using the linear model. So if you have data sets, then the data sets should be trained and stored some of the places, and when you give the input, your mathematical model will process and match with the training data, and it will go to the testing data. Finally, you can predict the images. Okay, so this is the flow. If you want, we can discuss any kind of problem. As a research scholar, ME student, after ME, you may try to start PhD problem. We can discuss whatever the problem you are facing related to your PhD work. We can discuss. There are sites are available. Okay, tutorial sites are available. This is one of the reference. Loading the data sets as an image or video. Okay, you can use this wherever you have a material. You can go through. Okay, to loading the data sets from the external websites and keeping in local. Then you can create the mathematical linear model. Then you can use that data set to your algorithm. So far I have not talked about the specific algorithm. It's a generalized one, perceptron learning algorithm. Anyway, that will be used for all the algorithms. This is the base one for all the algorithms. Okay. So if you have any discussion, we'll discuss. If you have any doubts, we can discuss. So other than the TensorFlow, is there any framework did you practice other than TensorFlow? No. I just want to understand what the framework every colleges, faculties are using.
We only use NumPy and for teaching students. And TensorFlow we didn't use NumPy.
Then we can close this session.
Any doubts, no? Request all the participants, please, can I have your attention? Any doubt? Any query?
So on behalf of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and on behalf of all the ARTEL participants, I would like to thank Dr. T. Russo, Project Manager from CTS, for his enlightening session on deep learning using TensorFlow. So actually, speaking about Dr. Russo, sir is an exemplary example of a dynamic person who had a rich academic experience, who took a bold move and made all his way from campus to corporate. So he was my sir was my colleague in the previous college. We worked together. So when I moved to SRM, sir made a bold move towards industry, and right now he's a very successful person in IT industry.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Sir, on this campus you also?
No, I came to Vadapalli. Thank you very much, sir.
So here everyone is faculty. Please meet us with you.
Sure.
In future we will connect with each other. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Keep it a sharp ranking.